welcome to a stream on Behance and on YouTube. My name's Daviscourt. I am a children's book illustrator. This is my best friend Anthony Sims.
Hello, hello.
Woo, he's back, everybody. So exciting. Anthony, where have you been for those who didn't even know you were missing?
Oh, I was working for a little while and then playing Elden Ring for a little while.
You're playing Elden Ring? I can't believe
Ashley
that.
bought it on her PS5 and I have an account on there, so I get to play it for free, I guess.
That's awesome. But also, I've heard it's a very intense game. I watched a little bit of gameplay and it looks like it takes skill. To say the
Well,
least. So that's usually not your kind of game.
it's kind of like Breath of the Wild, but a little bit more for mature, I guess, because of all the blood and stuff.
There's organs and skin where it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I just got a land octopus ovary
Yep.
on the beach.
Yep. Did you stab it in its face hole?
A lot.
Yeah.
And I summoned a pack of ghosts to help me.
Wait, what character archetype did you go for?
Wretch.
Wretch! So you're naked?
Well, that's why I chose it.
Male, female, body type?
Male, yeah.
Gotcha.
And he's blue and has
Abadi abadai.
like red splotches near his eyes and white speckles. I was trying to go for like a poison dart frog aesthetic,
Duh.
but like sexy. I want to say I got
So
it.
that's what we're drawing today. Sexy poison dart frogs. How did you know? Put a
Amazing.
six-pack ab on that one.
Yeah. The
Oh,
loincloth
man.
is very revealing.
Yes, it is. I've seen it. I saw the person I was watching play through it go through all of the archetypes. They chose the prisoner, which is what I've been seeing the most fan art of, which is like a bloopy iron mask that they have. You've seen it.
Oh,
It's like
okay,
a
yeah,
pawn
something
shape
like that.
or something.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, who else is playing Elden Ring? Let us know in the chat. And also, I should mention that Anthony is my co-host, and we draw stuff here. That's what we do, other than talking
Anna
about
draws and paints. I help talk
help.
to her.
You
Yeah, I
move
just
my
help.
hands. It's like, all right, this way.
We're in separate locations. My hands are just on the keyboard and hers are on art supplies. Oh, mine is
Exactly.
also on this wild CBD drink,
What? It's
blackberry
called Wild?
flavored. Yeah, wild, WYLD.
Of course, they gotta get wild with it. Hit
It's
the mic.
local. Yeah,
Is it good?
Clackamas, Oregon. Oh, yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
Carbonated water, blackberry juice, cranberry juice, broad spectrum hemp extract. Yum, my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know anything about what hemp extract is supposed to do for you, but all the other stuff sounds like a
CBD.
little, tingle for your tongue.
Hmm.
Normal talking.
Well, I get it. Yeah.
Jake says, my kind of stream. Oh man. Jake says, I'm not planning on playing Elden Ring. Not much appeal to me personally. You don't want to be a wretch running around killing land octopus? Octopi?
It's fun, the exploration of it. You literally just get dropped into the game, and there's not a lot of exploration or explanation. There's just follow the guiding light, kind of. And then you just
Go.
go through this entire open world map, and it's a lot like Breath of the Wild in that way. And
Yes.
you could just go anywhere from the start. And that's what I've been talking to Ashley about, because we started around the same time and she went like east and I went west, and we're running into different things and talking about strategies and enemies we've encountered. And it's just like the zeitgeist right now on a lot of video game stuff. So
Definitely. I've
it's
been
fun.
hearing people be like, oh, this boss was so tough or something. And other people are like, I haven't gotten there yet. I think that the general consensus is all of it's kind of tough.
Oh yeah, a lot of it's tough. I mean, there's like a lot of bosses, I guess that's what I would call them. Like their health bar shows up and they've got a title of what they are compared to other enemies that you just like initiate with. But
Absolutely.
I can't kill any of the bosses.
Whoops. It's hard. I understand.
It is hard. I killed a giant bear,
Oh.
but
why
only
would
because I
you-
got lucky.
See, this is what I want the expansion of this type of game to be. So first of all, Breath of the Wild, I think we can agree, kind of changed the landscape of video games, where it pushed that edge of like explorability Just go explore literally everything. You pick up that rock, reward. You do,
know.
you know, like,
And
I love it so much.
the climbing aspect in Breath of the Wild, I feel
Oh,
like, is still top notch.
top
You could literally
notch.
climb anything if you have the stamina.
Honestly, the balance of all of those things that they've put into the game, all of the gameplay, to me, every single time, I'm just like floored by it. Like, oh, dang, it's so good.
I'm so excited for the sequel to see
Also,
what they
I know,
improved
same.
on.
But the idea that other games are picking up on it, just like we just got the snapshot of the 9th season. What is it called for
Pokemon Unite? Snapshot of the 9th season? What does that mean?
Pokemon Season 9.
Season 9?
What do you call it? There's the 9th amount of starters.
Oh, Generation.
Thank you. Jake, once again, coming in clutch with the words.
They had so many Pokemon announcements, and Pokemon Unite was part of it. So when you were saying season, I was confused as to whether you were talking about Pokemon Unite or not.
Yeah. I do confuse myself sometimes, too.
Sprigato. So cute.
Sprigatito. Isn't that his name? Oh, so good.
I thought it was Sprig like a plant and Gato like a cat.
I thought it was Sprigatito, like a cute name for a cat. Anyways, Sharon says, man, this stuff is so over my head. Wishing I was a gamer right now. Get into gaming,
could get
baby.
into gaming at any time. Pokemon Unite, if you have a Switch, I think
for any
is
reason. It's just the best.
free to play. Elden Ring, on the other hand, I think is $70, which is why I'm glad my roommate bought it and I didn't have to. Because I'm kind of like Jake, on the same page of, I wasn't planning on buying this game, and I'm still honestly probably not. I think the multiplayer, if I knew other people that would play it often, I might get it so that I could play multiplayer, but I don't think
you just jump into it. It's not like what was a game that you jumped into and you're like, oh my gosh, this is my jam?
Jumped into? I don't know. I do a lot of research before I buy games. So I'd say Elden Ring is a game that I just jumped into because I literally have no previous experience of any From Software games.
Well, then the big question is, what's your favorite game?
Oh, Breath of the Wild is still like top notch up there.
That's your flavor. I just noticed there's still like dough bits on my hands, so I'm going to try to clean that off before you guys see my hands close up.
Gatito means little gato, so Sprigatito, Sprigatito, I guess means like little plant cat.
Gatito.
That's cute.
Oh my gosh, that is perfect because gatito. I need to use that everywhere now because I say gato all the time. Even we take walks, James and I, and we on our first floor there are apartment windows, and like I try not to look into people's places, but sometimes there's a cat sitting there.
Same.
Like, hi gato, every single time. Oh, it's this big fluffy cat, and they have like blackout curtains, and he sits between like the window and the blackout curtains, so it's perfect. It's like a little cat room. I love it.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyways, we should get to painting and keep talking about video games because I love this. But what we're going to do today is more traditional painting. I just realized there's like a massive shadow down the center here. It's from the tripod leg, so I'm going to just try to... zhush. Oh my god.
Whoa! You zhushed yourself out of existence.
Hello, friends. Sorry,
this is exhilarating.
Difficulties. Exhilarating, you weirdo. It's still...
This is exciting.
This is exciting.
You've got a wire in the way of your palette now.
Hello. Where is that wire coming from?
Oh, it's the mic.
It's the mic. Okay, so sorry about all of that. There's still a shadow. Okay, whatever. Who cares? What we're doing today is we're going to be drawing and painting. There you go. Drawing and painting with Anna.
Painting with Anna, Daviscourt, and Anthony Sims, part 3.
There. Yeah? Does that work? Okay, good. What I wanted to start with were some fishes, because I was just feeling like I did this page of crows, and I really love just like putting together a bunch of shapes and characters and painting them. So I was thinking fish would be a perfect opportunity for that because shape and color is just, it's part of the fish design.
What did you draw all those crows with?
What do you mean? I started with a colored pencil to draw it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was this blue color.
Oh, did you
erase
stream
one.
this? I
Or
haven't
wait,
checked out what you streamed recently.
how dare you? No, it's all good. This is our non-photo blue pencil that we talked about last stream. But no, I did not stream unfortunately, the painting of this one. I was going to stream it, and that was when I believe my wire to my camera broke. And it was like the minute before the stream. I was like, everything's set up. And then suddenly the wire just was like,
oh, I remember that.
Gave up the ghost. So I bought a new wire. We're all good.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But
Jake says, I love those crows. I do
too. They're so lovely. By the way, these are some of the pieces that we've been working on. I have several sketchbooks if you have any questions about any of the
it's
stuff.
A magic carpet.
Magic carpet ride a whole new world.
These are great.
Yeah, these are the most recent ones. Actually, this one I haven't really painted much of the carpet stuff in yet, but I have a drawing.
You didn't paint any of it.
Oh. What?
Ooh.
I painted all of them. These are gouache with colored pencil.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen any of them, have you? All right, let me catch you up. We did this one on stream. We did this one on stream. And then the two off streams. Oh, I did this over the weekend. Yeah, just felt like it. This one and this one were the first two. And I was like, I like doing these. I'm going to do them on stream.
Those are fun.
So anyways, yeah, we've got a salamander now. I am almost tempted to do this one again in a different colorway, but I had fun with it, so I enjoy it. I also might add some white highlights, which we've learned that this white ink works best for that. It comes out super opaque, whereas the white gouache doesn't quite do the same job. Anyways, yeah, that's what we're doing. I love this one so much. It's just got such a warmth to it that I think I want to carry forward in some other pieces. Okay, there. Yeah, good job, Anna. I can do things.
Very nice.
Very wool. And then this one was an older one. Do you guys remember when we did the Prussian blue with the, I think it was crimson red? Something like that? Or no, it was Purell red. And it was iffy for a while, and I filled the middle with black and then just started over, basically. And then over top of the paint, I did some of that blue, non-photo blue pencil, as well as some red colored pencils. So that was a lot of fun. And now I'm going to just draw some fish. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll just keep these over here as eye candy as I draw.
They are eye candy. Jake says, OMG, I love how this turned out. And Dark Hours says, this is giving me old Disney / Frozen vibes. Old Disney. Sorry. And in addition to that, Frozen vibes.
Are you thinking like Mary Blair? Yeah?
Maybe.
Oh, actually, the Frozen art book. Yeah, this one definitely gives me Frozen vibes of the Frozen 2 concept art. It has a lot of this shape language kind of going on because they did that fractal snowflake kind of vibe to everything. Very, very fun. Maybe it's Nordic inspired, or isn't that what the world is? The culture that they drew from for Frozen is Norway?
I can't say for sure, but that sounds right.
Possibly. Stay hydrated, folks, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you drinking?
So, water. It's blackberry flavored with hemp.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, so I was looking at coelacanths. Is that what they're called? Coelacanths?
I'm familiar. Those, yeah, like an old dinosaur fish. I think they're in Ponyo for a little bit.
Yeah, they were in Ponyo because they are ancient fish and they're so cool looking, and I wanted to draw some. So that's going to be my first fish. I just looked up a reference image for my own edification. I think the cool part is their tail is basically as thick as their whole body. So they're just a chunk, you know? I like a good chunk.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
And they also have multiple offshoot fins where it comes out like 3 of them all along the bottom. It looks like kind of like in Breath of the Wild or something fantasy like, where they're just like add more. It's got
Are
wings,
they
add more.
fin-like, or are they
They're like a leaf, almost.
like thin like a fin, or more like a flapper? What do you call them?
A flapper. Yeah, 1920s flapper comes out of nowhere. I'm like, hey, doll,
Amazing.
what you doing? Gonna go to the party? Prohibition.
What are you drinking? Moonshine.
Made in my parents' basement. No, the flippers are, they look like mostly fish chunk, and then they have like this rounded bit, and then the end of them is like a leaf of fin. Does that make sense? So it's almost like an arm with a little leaf fin at the end. But it's not a jointed arm. It's like a chunk of fish. Welcome to Anna's Science Talk about animals and such.
I'm sure once you finish the illustration, it will all become clear. Jake is playing Jurassic World Evolution, and it makes him think of me every single time. I love Jurassic Park. It's so good. That game looks pretty cool. It's like you build your own theme park. Jurassic World Evolution. Is that what that game is?
Is it like Roller Coaster Tycoon but with dinosaurs?
You put the dinosaurs on the roller coasters.
The T-Rex really enjoyed it. You couldn't tell because its arms can't go up very much, but it was into it the whole time.
Yeah, like the camera that grabs you at the end. He's just like, ah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there was another fish I was thinking of, by the way. It was the one in Animal Crossing that I really loved. It was that really long one, and I can never remember the name of it, but I think Joe remembers if Joe's in the chat.
An eel.
An eel. I do love a good eel. Let's do an eel going like, whew, and then it'll have like a bend, like, whoa, I've been drawing... Brunhilde. I've been drawing a lot of banners for this book I'm working on, and so it definitely feels like a banner to draw this eel.
What are you going to write on the fish?
Happy birthday. No.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I mean,
or fish.
We spared
Jake
no expense. We literally put our advertising on our animals. Sorry, what did Jake say?
An oarfish? Is that what you're thinking of?
Not an oarfish. I do love the oarfish though. It's like a giant betta fish. I think it starts with an A.
Oh, Jake is asking, a long fish or a long name?
Both.
Oh.
But this fish is very long, and it goes in the tank with the gold one. I remember catching them both in the same week and being like, whoa!
Arowana?
Yeah, is that it? Arowana? Like marijuana?
No.
Yeah, that looks right.
Dang, I'm drinking one CBD drink on this stream, and here's just like this and that.
The devil's grass has invaded the chat.
Hail Satan.
Oh my gosh, where did that come from?
The devil's grass, you started it.
Sir! Yeah, I think it's an arowana. It looks very much like it. So it's basically just a really long betta fish with some finny fins at the end.
That's amazing. I love betta fish. They're beautiful.
I think what makes it betta to me is its face goes to a point at the top, and so it looks like a big old frown. Which, like, in the best way. I love these fish. And their little mouths just have, like, this, like, hinge jaw where it's, like, here's the entire chunk of its body, and then just, like, this little open its mouth.
Like a gate crossing a moat. Jake is clarifying, it's the devil's lettuce.
What did I say?
I think the devil's grass?
I think both count. I've heard it all the ways. But yeah, Jake's
if you go down to hell, the devil's yard is just a bunch of lettuce.
Yeah!
As grass. Oh! It's not a lawn.
Can you imagine if a whole yard was lettuce? Could you walk on it?
I think that's like a farm. And there's rows in between.
I mean, if it was growing wild. Like, you weren't farming it, you weren't intending
lettuce.
to. You would just, like, use it
That had to have been a thing at one point, right? Wild lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
It's not still a thing, though, right? We probably just crossbred whatever they found. And
there's still wild strawberries. They're just slightly different from farmed strawberries, like smaller and less.
But how would lettuce spread?
Say again?
How would lettuce spread?
I don't know how it propagates. I'm not sure. Ask my mom. Get her on the phone. Hey, Stephanie.
Phone a friend.
I would like to phone a friend. Beep.
Jake says, I saw some arowanas in person when I was a little kid, and I remember thinking that I could fit entirely within the fish.
Is it that big?
Jake says, lettuce seeds.
Do they have lettuce seeds? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I've
never seen one in the lettuce that I ever buy, but ours is already prepped, right? Like when you get a head of romaine lettuce, they cut off all the other bits.
I don't know. I've had, or I currently have living lettuce in my fridge. It's butterleaf lettuce, and it has.
And it looks really rooty. Yeah, like a bulb.
I'm rooting for it. Rootin' tootin', baby. I'm still bugged by this camera. Okay, that's slightly better. Slightly more centered. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so I've got some fishes. I'm gonna fill in the gaps with like smaller babies. But the general ideas are here, which is good.
The Canadian Pulse is the first one to comment over on YouTube.
Hola, how you doing? Canadian Pulse. I know who you are. The pulse of Canada resides inside you. Beep. Beep. Okay.
Dark Horse is asking living lettuce as opposed to
dying
dead leaf. Dead leaf lettuce. The devil's lettuce.
I think whatever terms you can come up with use them because they're all hilarious.
It's like tomatoes on the vine, I guess, is how I would describe living lettuce. It's just still got the roots attached to it, so I think that makes it fresh longer. Like tomatoes on the vine are still attached to the vine, so they stay fresh longer.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, now I don't have a reference, so I'm lost. So what I'm going to do is just start using the same shapes that we've got going on here, and I'm just going to try to reinterpret them multiple times.
As your own type of fish?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how we do around here, okay? We study to get some kind of like juice in our head, but then we're juicing the lemons. Suddenly it's coming out. By the way, I was going to post this. Simone Yetch put out a new video of why do windows have to be so boring, and it's truly delightful. You should go watch it right now.
Why do windows have to be so boring? Was there an answer?
You'll have to watch to find out. And lemons are involved.
Really?
Ah! Yes. Probably not how you would expect, but delightfully.
To clean the window, just cut a lemon in half, go in circular motions.
I gotta show it to Andrea, though, because if you haven't seen, Andrea Epi was a previous Adobe Creative President.
Generation.
She was a Sprigatito once upon a time. No, she was an Adobe Creative Resident and also has an awesome YouTube channel that she is now kind of making content more about her life on. And one of the things that her and her partner did was they bought an old house to restore, which is so cool. I love watching journeys of restoring old houses so much. It's like one of my favorite things on YouTube. So I'm very excited to see what she does with it. And one of the things that she was going to do is there are stained glass windows in the house that are like original to the house. And she wants to learn how to make more to put in the house.
Amazing.
Right? I love it. It's good
Are there
stuff.
some interesting window frames to fill?
I think more like dilapidated window frames to fill. It's a very fixer-uppy kind of house. It's so funny because she's like talking about in her latest video what she wants to do with the space and just like vision for what it could be. And I'm like, I commented, I can't wait to see it, the finished product cut in with the dungeon footage that they have beforehand, because their first walkthrough of the house, it looks like a dungeon. It looks so rough and like dark and scary, but yeah, they know what they're doing, so I trust that it will turn out amazing.
Dark Hour says, yes, a show I'm watching. They learned how to replace and fix windows in a door the original way, and it was so, so cool. Sadly,
That's
it is
awesome.
in Swedish, though, but let me check if they have subtitles.
Please, if you have any of that good house content, please send it my way. One of my absolute favorites is called Wabi Sabi on YouTube. I think I've talked about it before, but this is a couple who lives in, I believe, Canada, and they just remade this old farmhouse basically from the ground up, room by room, and it's so well edited and so entertaining and just charming as all get out. It's great. Okay, this one's gonna have a connected tail, whatever that means. I think of tails, I guess, as like either they are one shape or they are like split off. So it's like Starbucks or like eels. I don't know how to describe that better. There's some way, I promise.
Me either.
Did you miss the stream, Anthony?
Oh, no.
Ah! Sir!
I was busy. I didn't have time to miss it.
All right, well, tell them that you missed them and that you're glad that you're...
Well, yeah, I missed the people, but...
That's what the stream is. It's the people.
Oh.
We're not just doing this, you and me, for, like, our... I don't know what we would keep it in, like, the trust? The brain trust that we've built amongst ourselves?
I mean, I still interact with some of these people when I'm not on the stream, so I guess that made it less missy.
All right, stop talking to Anthony when he's not on the stream.
Hey.
Not allowed. Get out of here. I'm gonna make this one like a real chunk. Yeah, good. I'm sorry if you guys can't really see what's going on yet. It's not very dark. I can zoom in a bit. Oh, I locked it. That's why. Also, Anthony, are you seeing this upside down?
Yes.
Good. Well, if you want to see it right side up, you can always look at the stream.
I have that open as well, so
Excellent.
I could be in the chat.
Good man. Okay, there's a little finny fin on his chinny chin chin. Sure, that's your shape. And then we just need a few other guys up here. Let's do a small long boy.
Tarko says, Anna, I am adore of these fish. And
Rynn
Rynn says, love how you are filling the space with smaller fish. And Anthony Jackson in the chat saying hello.
Hello, Anthony Jackson. How you doing today? Also, thank y'all for the kind words. It's really, really fun to do like shapey kind of pages like this. I would highly recommend. And sometimes it's better to just start with like, hey, I'm gonna fill this like place. So making like little loose shapes can really help, at least in my experience. Because I've done a lot of these. I never thought I would. I didn't like set forward to be like, I'm gonna make a shape page of animals, but then I decided like I just liked it so much and I kept on making them. This was like way back in the day when I was working at a game company. It brought me a lot of joy to do these. Okay, so this shape with a fish.
Sharon has to head out. Thanks for joining
in. Have a good day. Play some games. I promise it's worth it. Games are amazing, and you can find any kind that you would like. They all exist.
Like Bejeweled. That's a fun one.
Have you played it lately?
No.
I've been playing a lot of Quirtle as my like
What's that?
phone game. It's Wordle, but 4 times at once. So
what does that mean?
You put in one word. You know how Wordle's played.
Yeah.
Anthony, I'm talking to you now. If audience people, you don't know how to play Wordle, you can just look it up. It's Wordle at nyt.com, right?
I don't know.
Google it.
Just Google Wordle.
It takes about 2 seconds to learn how to play it. And then, so Quirtle, you put in a word and it fills out 4 different option or like Wordle things at one time. So if you did,
Oh, so it's like a grid of 4 Wordle things.
exactly, yeah. And so one word will have different letters that apply to the different, sheets.
Ooh.
And
This
it's
is an
fun.
app or it's online somewhere?
It's just a game online. Yeah, if you just Google Quirtle. Kendall actually shared it on the Discord, so that's in the general chat a little bit up. And it's been fun. It's just one of those, like, I'm killing time and you don't have to finish it in one go, so you can always come back to it. And there's daily ones as well as practice ones, so you can go into the practice and just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, which is dangerous.
What is this quantum case? If your guess matches letters across both words in the entangled pair, you will see half-filled color tiles for the whole guess.
Sure.
Hey.
Just try it. I would learn more from just doing rather than reading about it. Because honestly, that's the way I played Wordle too. It was just like, all right, let's see.
Jakes. Hey.
Okay, he's playing Wordle now. Bye, Anthony. All right, this fish just needs some kind of, maybe like a mega fin. And
Wait.
some of these shapes are probably going to change as we paint.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. What?
Okay, so there's a Quirtle.com, and I'm on Quirtle.bhat.canada.
Okay.
There's so many different Wordles! But the one you're talking about is definitely 4 grids on the screen at once.
Yeah.
The one I found is not.
Well then, boo.
I'm on the wrong one. And I don't know what quantum stuff means. Ah! Okay.
Quantum stuff. What's going on over there? He's quantum theory. It's breaking into the universe. Alright, I'm gonna just start going crazy with colors. I don't necessarily have a color palette in my head, but we will just see what happens. It's one of the many beauties of
Fish.
but also, what do you call this? Gouache. That you can just keep painting over it a fair bit of times and figuring out what you want.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's
Get that eye
much
shape.
smaller. It's fine. It's fine.
It's a devious one now.
It's an ancient fish. And I made it like an orangey red, so it's now different. It's changing before our very eyes. Beep. I'm not going to be too precious with the mark making, as usual. Trying to loosen up always. Beep, beep.
Always? Until what
Always.
point?
I know.
You just spill the paint
Fine.
and you're like, it's finished.
You know those fine art artists that like throw a bucket of paint at the canvas? That's going to be the final form.
I see.
Yeah. I see. Gracias.
What's that little black thing?
Little black pigment got in there.
Whoa.
It happens.
That's a battle scar.
Yeah, exactly. It got burnt in the war.
I guess you could get burnt underwater. Those volcanoes.
Baby, there's a fire in the water. Maybe it's a happy accident. That's what we're going to call it.
Chick says, loosen up until I become a gelatinous blob.
Yes. Keep loosening. Looser. That's good.
Oh, it reminds me of that Pussycat Doll song.
Loosen up my buttons, babe.
I love that part when they turn into ducks. You
Quaxley.
just don't expect it.
And yet
they were ahead of their
so
time.
much to the song.
That was like Generation 2 when that song came out. That's how I know how much time goes by. What generation Pokemon was happening at the time.
Accurate. This year is the year of Gen 9. So Quaxley and Sprigatito and Fuecoco? Fuecoco? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
They own the world. Who owns the world? Starters.
Starters.
Hey, don't come at me with
Did
that.
you watch the trailer for the Pokemon game?
No.
Where it was like live action with the security guard?
No? What? I didn't.
It was... I'm curious to see what happens to him. I don't understand what that trailer was trying to tell me.
I very much need to see it now. What happened? Describe it to me. Paint me a word picture.
It's at the Game Freak headquarters. There's a security guard patrolling the hallways, and then it's very cinematic where it's darker than it would be usually with some side lighting and some fog creeping in. I only watched it one time, and it was when it came out, and I'm forgetting a lot of the details, but he goes down a hallway, and then he steps into this room where I think a lot of it is CG, but some practical stuff in there.
Okay. And
then he sees a painting of the new Pokemon, but he's like blinded by a TV screen, and he blocks his eyes from it dramatically. And then the door closes or it opens.
Oh no. And it's Mewtwo.
And there's more light.
Oh no.
It was a cliffhanger.
Wait, so how does that connect with anything?
On the TV screen, I think there was an image of the new starters.
Oh, so he was blinded by the new starters. He was like,
but honestly, I don't even remember if that's correct. It might have been a painting on the floor. I don't remember, but that's what happened. You should watch it, and maybe so should I.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea for us to watch it for the first time. Yeah, I agree. And all I've really seen is a bunch of fan art and the official artwork for the starters. Do you have a favorite?
The cat.
Sprigatito?
But I usually want to see the final evolved form because that's the one that will be in my party the longest before I make a decision on who I want to choose. Because it's purely aesthetics with Pokemon.
Obviously.
For me, anyway.
No, for
other
everyone.
people are like, oh, the type and the stats. I
what? No.
That one's cuter than that one.
Get it straight, okay? It's about the looks. Yeah, I agree completely. The only reason I got well, it was a holographic Dratini. It was because it was cute, and I was like, that's my favorite thing. So I traded almost all my cards for it.
There's a holographic Dratini?
I think so.
Wow.
Don't they all come as holographic, or am I misremembering?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they do. I just figured Dratini's like the base level of that one. I remember a lot of the holographics that I encountered were like the final evolved forms. But maybe there was a holographic Dratini. I'm not saying
I mean, I was like, I don't know. How old were we when Pokemon was going on?
Oh, Gen 1. Baby.
Yeah, it was Gen 1. So how old were you? I feel like I was
Pokemon
like 8
age.
or 9. So
10.
I could
we were ready to become trainers.
Yeah. We're ready. Oh, man. Oh no. Joe's saying this Wordle tomorrow for everybody, but not for Joe, is tricky. Oh, no.
That could be the solution. Tricky.
No. Joe wouldn't put spoilers out there like that. Impossible. But yeah, let me know everybody's favorites of the starters if you've seen them.
Oh, okay. Jake's is Fuecoco.
El Pepper.
Sprigatito. I think.
Do you not know how to say it? Sprigatito.
No, I haven't heard it pronounced, and you don't say things correctly a lot of the time.
Sprigatito.
But yeah, I think he's the only one that said so far, the only one that I remembered saying who their favorites were. Say again if you want. I think Sprigatito is probably a lot of people's favorites.
So cute. So good. I also, through the fan art, got a much more beloved feeling of Fuecoco. I think it's like supposed to be Fuego, but Fuecoco. And just some of the fan art made me love him so much more. He's good.
What kind of fan art made you love him more? Was he doing stuff?
They're so cute. Just all of them. Oh my gosh. I posted a bunch of them to the game channel of the Discord. So if you want to see some of what I'm talking about, But yeah, the general, like, just adding so much character to the designs makes me happy. That's why fan art is so good. Orange eel, orange eel. Not much you can do about an orange eel. Orange peel. That is an orange eel. And I really don't know what colors I want to make these guys in general, so I'm just going with whatever I feel. Like, now I'm gonna give him orange, what do you call these?
Fins.
Fins! Thank you. You remember that character from Star Wars?
Dorsal fins?
Dorsal fins. The Jedi. Dorsal fins.
The duck one kind of reminds me of Farfetch'd, but with
Quaxley, sir. Say the full name.
The duck one, Quaxley, kind of reminds me of Farfetch'd.
Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd.
But with a funky hat? Is it supposed to be a hat? Like a military thing?
I've seen many interpretations where it's like hair, water, hat. It's all over the place. I love it. There's got to be something off or like funky about the Pokemon designs, don't you think?
How do you mean?
Like, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, there's just like Fuecoco. I think the example is he could have just been like the skull part of the head and then like red all the way down, but they added like a little yellow patch that's a square on his chest. There's always just like something that makes it a little like, huh? And for Quaxley, it's definitely that head thing where it's like, it could just be a duck, but like, no, it's a Pokemon, so it's like, huh? And over time,
kind of. I mean, you think of Farfetch'd, it's not as inspired as Quaxley.
Farfetch'd? Yeah, that's why they had to give him a leak, okay? Huh? Farfetch'd.
True.
That was pretty far-fetched.
I was going to say the same thing. Jake says Squirtbunny has one too. A little Band-Aid, I think, is what it's supposed to be.
Oh, across the face. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, like athlete's tape or something.
On your nosy. Yeah, I saw somebody refer to them as craft singles. Why?
Oh yeah,
why they keep
Jake said that too.
Craft singles on these Pokemons. Jake and I follow the same people, you know.
Oh.
Or I just see Jake's retweets.
Yeah.
More
That's
like
probably what it is.
Ooh, I'm gonna make this body yellow and then the fins are gonna be red. Switching it up? Yeah, that's me. I'm original. Just love yellow so much. Why does it have to be such a weak color when you're mixing paints?
Jake says, I think Farfetch'd might be my favorite. That's a good one.
Of all Pokemon? Farfetch'd? Now that's pretty far-fetched.
Well, Farfetch'd, there's something really endearing about Farfetch'd.
Oh, I love Farfetch'd. I'm not saying he's bad by any means. I love him. But there's Mew.
I love Mew.
There are just so many that are like amazing. Bulbasaur next to Farfetch'd. I'm sorry, but like Farfetch'd is lovely and I love him, but Bulbasaur is my baby. My baby.
Bulbabai. Yeah, Bulbasaur's great. I also like the Hisuian Typhlosion. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
so
you
chill and laid back. Especially the Hisuian one. I love his flames. They're ghostly.
I don't really know what his flames look like.
They're like wiggly purple tentacle flames.
Sounds like Gengar, but like a fire type.
Kind of. He's a fire ghost type.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. What an original kind of thing. I love those mix-ins where it's like, oh yeah, water ice or whatever makes sense. What is it, ground dragon or something? No, that was the rare one. One of James's favorite is Flygon, which I believe is a ground dragon type.
Yeah, weird. It's a bug. It's a giant bug.
It's a bug. It's a plane. It's Flygon. But yeah, don't pick about types or whatever. I just think it's cool when they do something where it's like, oh yeah, fire ghost. I like that. Is there a fire fairy?
Probably. I'm not sure.
Poor blah blah. I want to know what combinations haven't been done yet. And then I want them to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we get these starters and we get like 100 new Pokemon in each generation.
Seriously.
I think they said that it's supposed to be out late 2022. So a year from now, we'll know all of the new Pokemon.
Oh yeah, and that's what we were talking about before is the Breath of the Wild effect, I'm going to call it, of making things open world and more explorable. I heard that that's what the new game's going to be like, right? The new Pokemon?
Oh yeah, that's what I heard too. Kind of like Pokemon Legends, but instead of a hub area where you have to go back to the home base before exploring other parts, it's seamless where you could just go from town into the wild areas to the next town and back again, instead of having to like leave the wild area to go back to the base and then go to the wild area again.
Yeah,
You
totally.
just walk in and out.
I like that. I like this very, very much, that the trend is toward more open and explorable. In general, I don't want every game to be the same, but you know what I mean.
Right. I'm scrolling through a list that Dark Hours posted about fairy Pokemon, and I don't see any fire fairies.
Oh, well then...
I see a lot of others, like Steel Fairy, Water Fairy, Grass Fairy, Electric, Ghost, Psychic, Bug. No fire. What's that about?
Well, it's good. It means that there's an opening there.
What the crap is that Pokemon?
I like his reactions to things. The crap?
Okay. Anthony says there needs to be a new evolution, though. I love evolutions. They're so good.
What new evolution could you imagine?
A fire fairy type, maybe?
Is there a ground one?
I don't think so.
Rock dog.
Rock dog. I like Umbreon a lot, and Leafeon, and Vaporeon. Espeon. Babies.
Absolute favorite?
Out of the evolutions? It was Vaporeon for a long time, but I think Leafeon or Umbreon currently.
Wow.
Maybe that's because of Pokemon Legends, because I have an Umbreon on my team, and they evolve because they love you a lot.
Oh my gosh.
I think with Espeon, it evolves in the daytime if it loves you a lot, and then Umbreon evolves at nighttime when it loves you a lot.
That's so sweet. Did it evolve? Wait, yes, it did, because it's not Umbreon.
It did, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet, Anthony. Oh.
And then Leafeon, you have to take an Eevee to this special moss-covered rock in the middle of a sacred grove, and then I think that's where you can evolve your Eevee into a Leafeon.
Okay, I'll go to
Leafeon looks really cute.
And it will love me. Yeah, Leafeon's hecka cute. I mean, come on. I feel like Leafeon and Sprigatito could be like cousins.
Buds. One might say. Grass joke.
I love a good grass joke. Man, that cracks me up. Interesting. Where this orange laid down, it looks like the paper isn't liking it, but everywhere else is fine.
Huh. Rock Dog, Dark Hour says, Anna, please draw this. And then Jake says, agreed, kind
of. What? Was it like a question?
Well, it's like
agreement? Like
some arrows pointing up towards what Dark Hour said.
Ah, yes.
How do you read that?
Yes.
Agreed.
Good. Nice. Like. Quite.
Jake suggests as a name for a rock type Eevee, Rockion.
Rockion, my brother. I like it.
Anthony Jackson says, my favorite is Glaceon. So cool.
Glaceon. I can't remember as much what Glaceon looks like.
A light blue with darkish blue accents and more kind of like the Frozen art where it's sharper edges for the ears and it's got like fringe, I want to say.
It has fringe?
Yeah, like
Magic.
bangs.
I love it. No, I remember it now. Yeah, you actually brought it back with the bangs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got bangs.
Wow, she got bangs? She's got bangs. It's so funny. I feel like a lot of men's haircuts, traditionally, you know how I hate gendered stuff like that, but the haircuts usually have some kind of like bang involved, and yet every single time I say bangs to just the average cisgendered straight male, they're like, what?
Bangs?
Bangs?
Never.
What are you talking about? I don't have bangs. I just have hair. I'm like, what?
Try saying fringe.
Actually, yeah, fringe, very British term. I've only learned that through Phil Lester and Daniel Howell on YouTube. Got your fringe. Beep, beep, beep. Red. Red Dead Redemption. I'm gonna give this guy like a face.
Wow.
Hey, look at that.
It's like that scene in Ponyo. That fish has a real face on it. Throw it back before it causes a tsunami.
I swear your final form is gonna be like you're finally a golden girl.
Oh, I can't wait.
Neither can I. Ugh, so good. Redfin. Hoo ha ha. Hey, that's the place where you buy houses, right? Redfin.
Redfin, yeah. Familiar.
That they were talking about this eel all along. This eel all along.
The banner eel. Oh no, that was the one below it. Huh?
Oh my gosh. House for sale.
Yeah, flying through the sky.
Flying high. Take a look. It's on that eel. Read that eel now. Perfect segue.
Firefish. I feel like this would be a good Pokemon.
Oh my gosh, these are all firefish. Look at them. I like it.
The origin story of it would be one of those underwater volcanoes. That's where they've been all this time.
Oh,
and then you go down in like a submarine, like in Pokemon Snap, the new one.
Yeah.
You get a submarine that you could go underwater and explore, and you could find some of these guys.
I love it. Let's make it happen.
That was a great game to play when it was first coming out. So many new areas to explore. Then it gets a little bit grindy afterwards because you just go back and you're like, okay, I'm trying to see this Pokemon do this one specific thing, and it happens at this one specific time, and it's like, I don't care. I just want to explore new areas.
Give me new stuff. No. I agree.
They did have the DLC that came out a couple of months after it debuted, so that was a nice little refresh.
Nice. Yeah, I'm really glad that they kept up a little bit with the DLC with that one. I don't know. I feel so many ways about DLC where it's like it offers the opportunity to put out an unfinished game and then just be like, it'll be DLC, it's fine. But I also just love having more content. We were talking about after this next book of mine is done, it's going to be like my first break in a long time. And James was like, you gotta reward yourself with the Animal Crossing DLC. So I look forward to it very much.
That's gonna be fun.
Heck yeah. You gonna come over and play it with me?
Heck yeah.
We'll make a bunch of
we haven't seen each other since the Christmas special.
It's disgusting.
It will be like 3 months since we've seen each other.
Time has no
quarter of the year.
Oh, gross. I hate that.
Hey, it's March.
Oh yeah, happy
my
March, everybody.
calendar.
New month. Whoa. What? How did
Whoa.
that happen? I don't
Time's
understand.
flying by.
Supernatural speeds. I don't like it.
The Pokemon Snap DLC was free, which made it even better.
Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. When
And same
stuff's
with
free.
Pokemon Legends. I think they just came out with like a Daybreak DLC or content. I don't know what they're dubbing it, but I don't think it's that expensive. I haven't looked into it all that much. It was just during that Pokemon Day announcement thing where there's this new thing that they want you to go investigate.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Investigate.
I rolled credits on Pokemon Legends, but there's like a after game stuff that you do where
Interesting.
it's like, oh, I don't feel like I actually finished the game because there's like this whole other thing that I got to do. There's this trainer, I guess you would call him, who I can't beat. I'm at level 70, 75 with all of my team. And he still is just like,
Too much.
he's got this one Pokemon that just spams the same move again and again. And it just takes my guys out so fast.
Do you not have like a type that's good against him?
I have a type that's good against them, but it's also weak against that move specifically. And there's the agile strong moves in the Pokemon Legends game where if you do an agile one, it sets you up where you could go at least 2 times in a row, if not 3 times in a row. So sometimes I'll be like at full health and ready to take on this Pokemon, but then it uses an agile move and then uses a move after that, and then I die immediately.
Oh no!
And then sometimes the next Pokemon I throw out, they're still like in the move order, it's still their turn to go. So they kill that Pokemon with the same move. And it's like 2 guys down, and I haven't even been able to do a move yet. This is stupid. But it feels great when I'm the one doing that.
So you're selfish. I see how it is.
I'm accepting of it.
Yeah.
So there's a training ground in the village that you go to after each of your excursions. So I've just been trying to level up my guys there.
So
there's also
like
these
thing?
It could be that, just like grinding until I'm just so strong that that move won't kill me in one hit.
Yeah.
And there's also these mint leaves that I think you could give your Pokemon to build stats in a different way. And I hate getting into the nitty gritty of stuff like that, so I haven't even bothered. But I think if I build up my speed stat, then I should be able to go before his Pokemon does.
Oh, gotcha. So you have to get kind of nitty gritty with it.
Maybe.
Well, I wish you all the luck. I know it's frustrating.
Thank you.
It's just like, keeps happening again and again.
I put it aside when I started playing Elden Ring, but I'll go back to it eventually.
Yeah, how much of Elden Ring have you played?
Probably like 15 hours, maybe something like that.
15 hours? It came out like the other day.
Friday is when Ashley downloaded it.
Over the weekend. 15 hours, you know. Hot dang.
I mean, it's Tuesday. So I played
suppose.
Friday night, some Saturday, some Sunday, some Monday, this morning. That's 5 days divided by 15. 15 divided by 5. 3 hours a day on average.
But was it 3 hours a day, or did you do it until like 2 a.m.?
I don't play until 2 a.m. Ashley does. I wake up at 6 a.m. and start playing.
Backwards, but you know, still playing a lot. Nice.
Yeah. At least I think it's 15 hours. I'll let you know.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's 26.
I mean, I don't care either way. I just think it's funny.
I'm level 26, 27 or something like that.
Hot dang. I said hot dang.
You level up by going around and killing enemies, and then they drop, let's just call it gold. I think they're called runes or something like that. You level up by spending your gold at these campfires. They're grace points. Not campfires, but whatever.
Everything's called a thing. I get it.
So you just level up by getting rich, I guess. And that gets you stronger, because the more you level up, the better gear you could carry and the better stats you give yourself by like leveling up your strength and your intelligence and all that like D&D stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Which kind of makes me like, I don't know how much I want to get into all of this because, again, it's just so stat heavy where they pull up a whole menu on this screen and it's just numbers everywhere. I don't know. Usually I just find the weapon and I'm like, okay, what do I need in order to hold this weapon? And then I just spend it on that.
Totally. Same here. I would do it that way.
And you lose your gold every single time you die, but you have a chance to go back to where you died and pick it up.
Oh, interesting.
And then run away, because usually the thing that killed you is still there. It's very much like Breath of the Wild, where like the blood moon rises once again, revives all the enemies. So every time you rest at a campsite or whatever, all the enemies come back.
Yeah.
Or every time you die, they come back too.
The person I was watching play, they found a giant and fought him, and they were like, oh my gosh, that was the most like deadly thing I've done thus far. And then I think he like sat at a fire or something like that to like save or whatever, came back, the giant's there again, and he's like, this isn't a named enemy. Ah,
I know, the giants are scary. I shot an arrow at one and it did like the smallest amount of damage, and I was like, no. So I got on my horse and I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran to a beach where a crab murdered me in the goriest way that I've ever been murdered by a crab. I saved a video clip of it and I showed Ashley and she's like, oh my gosh,
gore, so much gore.
I've been killed by crabs before, but usually they just like do a karate chop on me and I die eventually. But this time it was like a special thing where it picked me up in its pincers and squished me again and again and again until all of my blood came out.
Gross. I hate it. Thanks, but bye.
I'll post it on the All the Best Games channel.
Put a spoiler warning on that and tell people. Ugh. But yeah.
Oh, it's also 4 o'clock. Do you want to do some hand stretches?
Oh my gosh, it's already 4 o'clock. I feel like we literally just started. Okay, one sec. I'm filling in a fin. Yeah, can you guys see that?
You've got an affinity for this.
So here's how our fish page is going so far. We're just having a little funsies with our onesies. What? Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy fish so far. But I think we might, I mean, imagine if we filled this in with like a darker color on the background. And
is it easy to do that?
No. I mean, no. Yes and no. It gives you an opportunity to refine all the edges, but you have to go in and like finagle.
Ooh, maybe don't do it.
Why? Monkey paws. Ooh,
Monkey paws.
You guys can see so much of my dirty apartment. Don't look at it. No,
angles. It's all about angles.
Okay, so monkey
use
paws.
Your hands to block parts that you don't want them to see.
Monkey paws is a stretch. Oh wait. Monkey paws is a hand stretch that we do together. This is your opportunity to just question what on your body needs help because we're trying to do some preventative care here. We use our hands for so much and we want to take good care of them. So I'm going to describe what to do. You just follow along. So to start, we put our arms straight out in front of ourselves, fingers to the sky, palms away, and then we curl our fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Great job.
Thank you. You too.
Joe says, it's okay. I'm not looking. I promise. Joe, you're the only one. And then second pose, we put our fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and curl them in.
Jake, that's very cute.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Jake says, oh yeah, Finn, we ended up adopting one of those puppies. He will be Finn the dog, and I will be Jake the human. My God. Adventure time.
Which one did you adopt?
That's amazing.
Do you have
third
4
pose,
dogs
we're putting
now?
our palms out, fingers down, and then curl our fingers in. Ooh, ah, ah.
I stopped following along.
How dare you? Fourth pose, we're putting our fingers to the sky, palms towards ourselves, and then curling them in. Ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ah, ah.
Good job. But yeah, that is so cute, Jake. I cannot believe that worked out so perfectly. And also, good on you for adopting a dog. A little friendo. Did the other guys, all the other little pups, did they get homes? Good job also fostering. Even being a foster fail. I mean, still a victory in my mind.
Wait, foster fail? What do you mean?
When you foster an animal, but you end up adopting them, it's called a foster fail. Because the
Oh.
idea is that you're fostering. You're only keeping for a temporary amount of time so that someone else is the forever home. But then when you fail, they get a forever home right there. It's cute. It's the best failure.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, putting a picture in the animal channel. Oh, heck yeah. So everybody head over to the Discord. There's a link in the description, and you gotta see the animals. Also, Zuzu posted their girlfriend's cat, Handsome. Oh, so good. Yeah, I'm still going.
Oh, yeah, go for it. I'm gonna check out the animal channel.
Where cute animals abound, obviously. And if you have any pets and you would like to share some pictures, we would very much like to consume them. Not your pets. We don't want to eat your pets. I'm saying our eyeballs would be very happy. Look at Finn the dog! Little floppy ears, little white toes, the little mouth part. Oh my gosh.
Little mouth
so
part.
So small. Well, the little white on his chin. Like he's got the black and then like the little...
His puppy beard.
So cute. Wow, and he is photogenic. Look at that. Just like sitting proper, ready for the camera. Do you know at all like what kind of size these dogs will be eventually?
It looks like a German Shepherd something. Mutt.
I wonder if it'll be taller than the corgis. I'm guessing, because the paws look pretty big. Mario in the animal channel says, and you're Jake the human, nice! Ah! Ah! It's all working. It's all working on all cylinders, baby. Just a reminder when we're doing the hand stretches that this is also a good time to close your eyes if you want to break from the screens and or drink some water to hydrate yourself. We also like to do, when we're done, just gently shaking out the hands to loosen them back up. And then doing some shoulder rolls to loosen our shoulders. And then doing some neck stretches. So put your ear as high as you can on each side. Reach for the sky with your ear. And then back again. And then we look as far to the side as is comfortable. And over to the other side. And back again. Good job! We did it! Oh!
I'm gonna change my calendar and stretch my legs at the same time.
Nice! Jake says he's got a little green beard. We're thinking he'll be pretty big. Joe just says, the dog! Rynn says, those chonky paws. They are quite chonk. Jake says, he's about the same size as our young corgis, and he's only 8 to 9 weeks old. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see how big he gets. Rynn says, vicariously stretching while oogling adorable puppins. Totally valid methods, yes? You do you, Rynn, okay? Whatever way you need to take care of yourself to prevent anything. Hey, maybe that is prevention of not seeing dogs by seeing dogs. Wait, I think I know this. Dogs in Spanish, but puppies, and it's papitos, right? I've said papitos. I don't know if that's correct. By the way, I don't have an animal, but I wanted to share with you guys my oxalis. Alright, so on this camera, look at that. But then also on this camera.
Ooh, it's so wiggly.
Man. It's also got flowers, bloom, and baby. Oh, so pretty. Anyways. Yeah. Alright, Anthony, do you feel all stretched and ready?
Yeah, Jake answered your question in the chat.
Jake says, Peritos, I think? Peritos. Perita and perito, says Rynn. Nice. Maybe you roll the R's. I am very bad at rolling them. Perito. It's like all or nothing. I can't do a subtle roll. It's like, or it's like. But thank you for the education. I really appreciate that. Also, now I'm on the edge because I didn't want you guys to see my apartment. So. There we are. There we go.
Now I get to see your apartment.
Don't look, Anthony. Look away. No, honestly.
Don't worry, it's upside down.
Yeah, really, that's weird.
I'm kidding.
Okay. It's not the worst it's been, it's just not the best it's been. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Need some good organizational days. Oh, this one. I'm gonna do like a stripe of darker orange down its back.
Darkover says, as a fellow plant daddy, I approve.
Heck yeah. How are your plants doing, Joe? I hope they are well.
I just rotated a plant because it looked like it was really growing towards the light. Yeah. So I'm turning it so it straightens again.
That is a good idea. I rotate mine all the time. But the snake plant, I feel like I need to like fertilize or something because it's definitely, well, it probably also needs more sunlight. It just hasn't grown much lately. And I remember when it first came here, it was growing like nobody's business. I don't want that back.
A couple of my plants are putting out new sprouts and buds and starts. It's crazy.
I love it. What kind of plant is your favorite to watch grow?
Probably the potato vines because it happens so fast.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've got a little tree that seems to actually want to start growing into a tree instead of a little shrub.
I love that.
But it's been like a year. I don't know if it's like not getting everything it needs. I put it in a sizable pot. I don't know.
Hey man, if it wants to grow, it will grow. It'll be fine.
Then we had one down in the basement for a while, and I think it started dying, so I moved it upstairs, and it's been up there for months, if not a year. Whoa. By now. And that one, it still has all the dead bits on it, but it's got some new growth coming out from the tops of the plant, and also some new guys growing from the soil.
Nice. I love the little
So I think it's loving its new spot.
Excellent. Love to hear it. Are you guys planting anything for the spring outside?
Sammy and I put some bulbs in that are supposed to sprout into like flowers and stuff.
Daffodils? Tulips? Crocuses?
Can't recall. I don't think any of those. Just flowers.
You know,
but nothing in the garden. We put the wood rack there, so no garden stuff for
ever again.
The next year.
I understand. I want to do some bulbs. I saw this thing on Instagram where it was somebody growing bulbs fully in just water, and it was like a vase with fully grown tulips growing out of the bulbs. How crazy would that be?
Oh, interesting. I saw something at Costco where they sell these bulbs in wax or something.
What?
And they say that they're like an indoor thing that you could have in your house for 3 months, and they continually produce new flowers.
That's so cool.
Until I guess on the 3rd month they just burst into flame.
Are they reborn from the ashes? Are they called phoenix flowers?
Phoenix fly flowers, yeah, that's what they are.
They eat stuff too, like a Venus flytrap.
For sure.
Be a wallflower, you could be a Venus flytrap. We should re-listen to the Marina album.
I do a lot, like once a week.
Whoa, get on it.
It's one of my go-tos.
I save a few songs that are like my favorites to my music playlist, and I just replay that, but I need to like go back and do the whole album again.
I've been whole albuming a lot of things.
Like, what's your other whole album?
The Pierces, Creation, most recently, but You and I is probably still my favorite of theirs.
That's so good. They
released a song in 2020 called Everything, and I was hoping that meant an album in 2021, but now it's 2022, so we'll see. I think one of them is pregnant or just had a child, so she's been busy.
They get a pass.
Oh yeah, whatever you need to do to keep making amazing music.
You know us, we just creatives need time for sure, and fans literally have no room to demand things, so we are happy.
Yeah, we are happy. I just want to be happier and have more music.
I just started listening to more of Aurora's stuff. I have not been on the bandwagon.
New album.
So Yeah.
That's the one where Cure for Me is on that album, I think, which I heard as a single a few months ago. I think I listened to the whole album recently, but I don't know if I had any other standouts. Cure for Me was really good, though.
Yeah, I don't know enough yet to be like, oh, this one's my favorite, but just having something new to listen to is really good to put in the rotation because I definitely stagnate easily with music. Because I have a few that I just love and I won't stop listening.
Skilled and Icy?
Scaled and Icy still going hardcore, yes, all the time.
Yeah.
It's just a good vibe.
It's a good vibe.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I just also listened to the new Mitski album. My favorite of which is "Stay Soft," which I told you and Corinne to listen to.
I did. I listened to it.
Nice. And I think, what was the other one I found? I can't remember. There was a new song I found, but it's not coming to mind yet. But I was just listening to Encanto as well, and they just had a cinema therapy about it as well, which is quite good.
Good. I listened to Woodstock earlier
What's that?
today when I was getting
Is that a
by
band?
Portugal the Man.
Gotcha. Yeah.
The album Woodstock. That's the one. Feel It Still is on that one.
Yeah.
I think.
I feel it still.
Which I think I heard on the radio, and that was the reason that I checked out the entire album. But it's just one of those nice flowing albums.
Yeah.
It just blends together. Oh, and Temples. I've been listening to a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Hot Motion, I think, is one of the latest albums they have out. I think they have 3 or 4 albums.
Temples? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sun Structures was the first one that I heard the song Shelter Song, I want to say it's called. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the one you and I were like, oh, wow. This sounds cool.
Oh, good. Good muse. Yes.
But then I forgot about them for a while, and then when I found them again, they had 2 more albums out.
Hot dang. Yeah, I think I've only heard Sun Structures.
Sun Structures. I think the other one's called Certainty or something like that. And then the third one's called Hot Motion.
Hot Motion. Not that cool stuff. Hot.
Alessandra joining the chat. Hello.
Hello, Alessandra. How you doing today? Happy Tuesday. Wow.
Tuesday, March 1st. New month.
Happy March.
Your birthday's on a Thursday.
My birthday was on a Thursday. Oh, we started watching The Wonder Years on Disney Plus. That one.
With Freddie Savage? Wait, who's in it?
His name is Fred Savage, and yeah, his original... He was originally on there was an original Wonder Years. This is kind of like a reimagining of it, where it's kind of the same vibe of like a 70s-ish family, but this time it's African-American experience. And it's got the actor I know from it is Gus from Psych. / he was also in Holes. He was the guy who was like, I can fix that. Basically Wesley from,
either of those.
Princess Bride. Really? It was
I saw a little bit of Psych, but I didn't watch all of it.
Gotcha.
And then what was the second one you said?
Holes,
the movie with Shia LaBeouf. I never saw that one.
Okay, we gotta have a movie night because Holes is a classic. Or maybe we should have a book night because really I read Holes first and enjoyed it quite a lot.
We just watched, speaking of Fred Savage.
You mean Freddie?
Yeah, Freddie Savage. The Princess Bride the other night with Ashley.
Yes, The Princess Bride. So good.
So good.
Because we talked about it on the stream and you were like, oh man, gotta watch it.
Brian and I talked about it.
I see how it is.
I think he said it was one of his favorite movies. I was like,
so
you know what? It is a really good movie, and now I want to watch it again.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I saw it as an option to watch the other night, and I was like, I could always be down for watching that movie, honestly. But instead we watched, recently we've seen Free Guy, and what was the one we watched just the other night? Oh, Kate was an alright action movie. I enjoyed it. Definitely has some gore, so be ready for that. What's the one I just watched? There was one like just last night that I can't even recall, so that'll tell you what my memory is doing.
Hey, same. Sometimes I go from the counter to the cabinet to grab something that the recipe book asked for, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I grabbing? It's been 3 seconds since I read this on a piece of paper in front of my face.
Yep.
And I don't know.
Not present.
Oh, yeah. Olive oil.
It's
the thing I use for
oil.
every single recipe.
I understand that feeling. And I feel it still. Can't keep my hands to myself.
Rynn says, I was supposed to see Free Guy on Disney Plus, but we finally watched it and loved it. All the references that might go over people's heads that are not gamers. Ooh, cool. It's a movie for gamers.
It's all about gamers.
Like Tron.
Like your dad.
Ready Player One style.
Kind of, but I think better done.
Kendall says, I need to get Disney Plus even more now. They got Guardians, the Lonely and Great God, a K-drama on there, and it's one of the best K-dramas ever.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's Disney? Interesting.
Yeah, are they getting into the K-drama market? What's going on? That's very cool, though. I would love to get into K-dramas. You've said so much about them that I'm very curious.
I want a D-drama, a Disney drama, where they use
Disney Channel
the characters from the movies, but they're like actors in the D-drama universe, where, say, it's like, I don't know, Jasmine and the other princesses, but those were just roles they played in a Disney movie, and now they're living together in Manhattan, like Sex and the City.
What?
They're actresses trying to make it big.
Okay.
But there's drama involved.
Oh, total drama island.
So I don't know what her name would be, but Jasmine was just a character that actress played, and then goes back home with their flatmates, and, you know, drama ensues.
Wait, is this like basically you just want to follow around like one of the character actors from Disneyland and like see their life unfold?
No. It's animated. It's got
Gotcha.
the actress who played Jasmine in Aladdin, but still a character for the D-drama.
Curious. Okay, I want to pick your brain about this more, but we'll do it later.
I'll figure it out.
The meetings.
The meetings that we have about D-dramas.
Obviously.
Our pitches to Disney.
You know, we have a pitch to Disney folder. Just ready to go. I mean, by the time we have actual pitches for our intellectual property together, I do believe that Disney will have bought every single place that we could have potentially pitched it to. So eventually we're all going to pitch to Disney. That's what's going to happen.
For healthcare too.
Oh, God.
All of that stuff.
This dystopian. This dystopian.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Oh,
wow, who do you like the most of your fish so far? Oh, do you have some hair in your mouth?
No, I was.
Or is that the name of the fish?
I like.
One of my favorites.
It's definitely one of these big guys. I think it's this guy.
The arowana, or the
arowana.
Did you call it
soliloquy? Soliloquy.
Soliloquy.
Soliloquy. I don't know what it's called, but they're going to change a lot. This is the what do you call it? The pencil stage in which a lot happens. So watch closely.
So the first stage was sketching them out with this same pencil and then laying out the paint, and now you're doing design work with the same pencil that you used to outline?
Yeah. Thanks for keeping up. The paper is warping a fair bit, but maybe after it sits for a while flat, then it will be better. But it does affect sometimes when you're doing the lines, so just be aware of that if you're following along at home.
Speaking of home, Anthony Jackson says Spider-Man No Way Home is available for streaming on March 22nd.
Wait. No Way Home. March 22nd. Streaming. Is that going to be where? Because, yeah, I really want to see that one.
I don't know.
Also, Rynn says, see la canth. Methinks? To Google.
I didn't read it because they weren't sure.
You know?
I was going to wait for the
I like following the
clarification.
journey of not knowing until we know.
Coelacanth.
Coelacanth. I love
That's not as fun as the way you said it. You say it the way you said it.
It is how I say it. Cannot deny. Unfortunately. Beep. Bop, bop.
Boop. Bop.
I love lining some fins on my chinny chin chins.
Jake was thinking that the Spider-Man movie wasn't going to be streaming until June, but I don't know for sure. But what Anthony Jackson says makes sense if it's streaming in March 22nd, because the Doctor Strange movie, I think, picks up right afterwards, and that comes out in May.
Oh, does it? Wow.
Yeah, I think it comes out May 27th.
Will that be streaming?
Something like
Tell
that.
me everything I need to know.
I hope so. I don't want to go to theaters yet. We'll see how May is looking, but well, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope everybody's staying safe, by the way. We had mask mandate stuff happening, changing, and I don't like it. Oh, also today is the last day for Texans to be able to vote in the primaries. So just
March 1st? Are you sure?
I heard that it was today.
March 1st? Today is March 1st.
March 1st is today. Oh, time is weird. I don't know what time it is.
You didn't know it was March 1st like an hour ago, so I want to make sure you're actually giving good information.
I agree. If you want better information, you can, check out websites. Use the Google. By the way, we are being simulcast by Adobe Live. Hello and welcome. Today we are painting some fish with some gouache in my sketchbook. And I am Anna Daviscourt. I'm a children's book illustrator. This is my best friend, Anthony Sims. He is our co-host today. And let us know if you have any questions. I'm just painting, talking about stuff, chit-chatting about video games and whatnot today. And drawing on top of this paint. I'm going to bust out the blue pencil, which is where it pops with all the warm colors. I might need to sharpen it, which everybody's favorite sharpener is back. Hey! The Mitsubishi.
Put a pencil in it and it becomes a car.
Yeah, exactly. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Why did it get in a crash?
Because it was sharp. I don't know. Just gonna put some blue lines on everything because I love this blue.
Non-photo blue, traditionally used to sketch animation lines and scan them in and get rid of them in Photoshop.
You are so smart. Hot dang. I said that so badly the last stream. I was like, I think it was this, and oh god, just Google it. And you're just like, oh yeah, non-photo blue, the one that you use, blah blah blah, and do the thing.
Weren't there two though? It was blue and red, just like you have there when you were drawing secondary motion in red and primary motion in blue. Is that how that worked?
Oh, don't ask me. I've forgotten literally everything from everywhere.
What was the reason for having two instead of one? Just to break up shapes?
I do think it was something where it was like your first sketch and then it's like really loose and all lines all over the place, and then you kind of strengthen it with the second one, and then you could use your actual like dark graphite pencil and like make it black.
I see. I'm also remembering now in the Art of the Avatar, the Last Airbender book, they've got the benders in blue, I think, and then the special effects in red, like the elements that they're bending.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice little tick marks.
Yeah, you can see the color happening.
Yeah. Only when it's up close like that, it kind of fades to obscurity when it's farther away.
Darn it. Darn this stuff?
But you're making these available as stickers, right?
What? No.
You sounded just like Jason Funderburger.
You can hold my hand. Golly.
That wasn't him.
That was kind of him. Come on.
No, that line was Jason
Oh
Funderburger's
yeah.
like
You
the
can
girl
hold
sitting
my
next to
hand,
him.
Thunderburger. I don't mind.
I don't
So
care.
true. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're bringing
Wait,
all
did
the
you watch
Thunderburger back.
Shang-Chi yet?
Yeah, I have.
I liked it.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you finally watched it. It took a while.
It did take a while. They had some really cool special effects near the end.
Heck yeah, I knew you'd love that end.
It was amazing.
Right?
I love seeing that.
That,
Huge.
yes, that thing. I agree. It was right up our alley.
Also, Aquafina wasn't the sidekick character I was thinking would happen, but I'm glad that it did.
Aquafina was in everything for a hot second, and I'm sure they will be again. Give my hands to myself. You've got it stuck in my head now.
It's such a good song.
It really is, and I feel it still. Oh.
Oh.
Black? What do you think? Black background? Would it pop more?
I think Dark Hour was suggesting glowing quality, like glowing quality. So do that. Do you think you just do that?
Wait, what? Glowing quality?
Yeah, can you do a glowing around all of the fish?
If they have a dark background, yes, I could.
Okay.
Do you want that?
Yeah, just make sure that they glow.
Glowing quality. Everybody
Glowfish.
get that? Glowfish. Not blowfish. Glowfish.
Make me glow,
Glow,
glow, glow,
glow,
glow.
glow.
How far will
can
you?
you go?
Was that also Gen 2 Pokemon?
Yes, that was absolutely Gen 2. I remember it like it was yesterday. Gen 2.
Hey,
What?
is that too close? Where's the glowy bits?
No, you do the pencil over the black.
Oh. Technique.
Hey!
Hey.
I appreciate your questions. Accusatorily.
You're welcome. That's how I ask all my questions.
Hey!
You got a problem with that?
Hey! How much is this gas? Hey!
This is
Where's my
$4.
paper? Hey, am I making dinner tonight? Hey! That's how he asks.
You sound like a natural. You sure you don't ask like that?
Oh, I do.
Are you sure you don't ask like that?
You know, you're my friend, and that means lots of stuff rubs off. Hey! Like that.
Hey.
We talk like each other all the time. This is how we talk. Darn this stuff?
Rynn suggests a dark indigo, and Dark Hour suggests a dark color like deep sea.
Oh, I went with black. But what we can do is use colored pencils on top to kind of give it a color. There is nothing lost and nothing gained. No, I think it's all experimentation. If we ever want to do more fish pieces, hey, we've got this study under our belt, so we could do like different colors, different shapes. We learn from what we do.
Different designs.
Huh?
Nothing.
What'd you say? Croissants?
No, croissants. I said different designs.
Different croissants.
Croissant. Mm.
I love it when you say it all deep like that. Croissant. Mm.
I like to deep fry my croissants, and you can only deep fry them if you say it like that.
Is that possible, do you think?
To deep fry a croissant?
Yeah. What would
I
happen?
ask accusatorily.
Deep fry a croissant?
It would be
Never.
crunchy. I don't know if it would ruin the inside of it. You're right. I don't know.
Well,
Would the oil just saturate all of the pockets of air within the croissant and make it not croissanty?
would you batter it first?
I guess, yeah. You would have to.
I mean, I've
Give it a
had
protective shell.
yeah, a deep fried Oreo, and then the Oreo becomes completely like soft on the inside of the batter.
The cookie.
The cookie part, yes. What is usually hard becomes soft. It's like a riddle.
Ooh, a cookie riddle.
Cookie riddle.
Delicious riddles.
The answer is extra calories.
Speaking of cookies, I just got
Hey!
a notification that my Girl Scout cookies are on their way.
On their way, on their way, on their way. Whoop whoop. Yeah, this is Jake Green has
Is a Girl
a
Scout.
little Girl Scout who is going to, or is, sorry, I'm not thinking. Jake Green's daughter is a Girl Scout and is selling cookies. So if you would like to get any for yourself, you can get them shipped to you, and they are on the Discord. Yeah, link
In
the
Snackaroos. Yeah.
Snackaroos.
And if you live close to Jake Green, you have an option of him delivering them, which
Apparently.
I'm jealous about.
Jake's gonna come hand deliver them for you too. Don't worry about it.
He's gonna be the FedEx driver.
Yes. You'll only see it like when he's walking away.
Waving.
Like, wait. What? Put it all together.
We have about 25 minutes left.
Okay, we can get this done. Yes, we can do this. We can do anything. Also, does this make you want to paint at all, Anthony? Because I was thinking we could do a paint along together sometime, maybe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah? Yeah? Have you ever wanted to do gouache?
I don't feel a hankering to draw and paint, no.
Just in general? Wow. Okay, never mind. We'll not draw and paint.
I'm not saying I wouldn't, I just don't get that same urge of looking at you with a process and your design skill and me with none of that knowledge and wanting to do it
Well, it's
next to you together where
Oh.
they would be side by side. Comparison bias nightmare.
okay. Wow, that went down a really weird path. All I want to know is, do you want to make things, not do you want to
Yeah, but
compare and have this
you
whole mental
can't
thing?
if I'm doing it next
I'm
to you.
totally down with that. I don't.
You could
need
help
to
me.
make
You could help
24/7.
guide me through of like, okay, yeah, that shape works. Let's try laying in some of this color. Guide me.
I'll give you a limited palette and one picture of a fish. And then you
And then
just
what?
go. You just
Okay.
go. And you have
Yeah,
fun.
but then you're there to help me and help.
If you have any questions, I can answer them. Yes.
Perfect. Genius.
Brilliant. Sour? Huh. Lemons. Every villain is lemons.
They use them for window making in a way you wouldn't expect.
Oh my gosh, go watch. Simone Yetch. Amazing. No, I was actually tempted to do some digital artwork on today's stream, and then I went on Pinterest and was thinking, like, what do I want to do today? Just to get some inspiration. And I saw a bunch of, like, crafts of different kinds. I really loved seeing a lot of the fiber arts that are on there, like, tons and tons of felting stuff right now. Seems to be flooding my feed, and I'm not mad about it. I love it. There's this one where it's like a bear with mushrooms growing out of its back, and I love it.
There's an episode in Ryakuma like that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember. Ugh, all the little mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, the crafty part of me awoke again and was like, oh, I want to do that. And so I was thinking, I mean, this fish thing kind of just happened kind of randomly. I don't know why I did fish. But before that, I was thinking I was going to do some kind of like textures and colors on the page and then cut them out and make like little collaged characters, like putting stuff together like that. So maybe next time we could do that. And maybe
That'd be really cute.
Yeah.
A collage
Do
of
you still have your color swatches from that color theory class?
yeah, all the ones that I didn't use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could like cut them out and put them together if you want.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that'd be fun. I'm really just looking for a co-working buddy.
Does James not want to do crafts with you?
No, he hates crafts. Honestly, he's like, ugh, last thing I want to do is that. Which is kind of funny, but to each their own. But it's kind of reminding me of that. Like, look at this guy's... Oh, golly. Look at this guy's tail.
Mm-hmm.
The way I painted around that with the black almost looks like it was cut out. Like
It does, yeah. You get those little white bits that you miss the edges of while cutting.
That's the fun stuff. Oh yeah, and should we do another stream of decorating Patreon envelopes?
Yeah, you've got plenty of Patreons to decorate envelopes for, so it could fill up a whole 2 hours.
Exactly. It could work!
It could. Soon's in the chat saying, "You're so talented." A happy face.
That's really sweet. Thank you. I like saying skilled over talented just for describing people that I say that for. Thank you very much for the sentiment. I appreciate it. But I do think that the building up of skill is like more accurate, I guess, than talent, because I don't think that anybody's just born doing stuff. They have to want to pursue it and build it. I definitely have done that. Because I like making pretty things.
You got really good at it.
Thanks. I hope to get way better at it. Like, I can't do 99% of the things I want to do, so.
Throw a bucket of paint at a wall.
I'm telling you, it's
good.
gonna be my final form. You watch. I'm gonna have a whole studio where I just throw buckets of paint, and it's gonna be
I'm not denying that's what you're aiming for. I'm just saying, is that more skill-based than what you're doing currently?
If it's what has accumulated throughout my pursuit of like art in all its different forms, then yes. Because I do think that, I mean, you can downplay it and be like, oh, they're just throwing a bucket of paint or whatever, but like everybody in art, you can say that about what they do. Like, a lot of people think, oh, if it's cartoony, it's way easier. And I think that's the same kind of premise of like, oh, you think it's not as hard because obviously this technique looks simpler, but you don't know the road that got you here. It takes a lot of time and effort to get that naive style or whatever.
Sure.
And abstract stuff where you throw a bucket of paint. It's a different kind of perspective once you start doing the art rather than being an onlooker. I still scoff sometimes.
So how would you say that this is informing that future version of you?
Color and pattern. So I'll throw the buckets of paint and they'll form colors and patterns. Yeah.
Is that as simple as what you're doing now?
It's... Well, I don't know. Ask me in 20 years. 40 years.
Okay.
It'll take
40.
time. Yeah,
right.
It'll take time, Anthony.
I can't wait to have like a studio.
I know, to have space. Oh, what a glorious time that would be. Imagine if we shared a studio space and we could just go in every day and be like, hey, buddy.
Oh, too messy.
Like, work.
Buckets of paint everywhere.
Yeah, you like it. Have all your expensive technology, and I'm like, get out of my buckets of paint space.
I'm coming through.
I gotta get a running start with this one. And you'll be a golden
I like
girl
the
by
running
then.
start.
Yeah.
We both will. Are you kidding me?
Wait, was there an artist among the Golden Girls?
No.
Well, we'll make one. It'll be the 5th member, right? Were there 4 of them?
Blanche worked at a museum.
That counts. Art adjacent.
She was very skilled in the art of seduction.
Well, and they don't... Good job. I like that caveat. The art of seduction.
Jake's back. That has to go.
Oh, see you, Jake. Hi. Welcome back. Oh, Oh my gosh. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Jake.
Oh yeah, and welcoming Anthony back. What you call it though? I was gonna say something about something. Were any of them, did they do art as like a hobby at all? Because I think of artists as not just people making money art, but like doing art themselves.
I'm sure there was like an episode where they did something arty.
I would
And I
expect it
mean,
to be
Mon
artists.
knits, I think, sometimes. I've seen
Heck
some
yeah.
episodes where she's just like knitting, but I don't think it's like the focus of this character is that this is their core personality trait is artist.
Yeah,
None
totally.
of them are like that, I don't think.
I understand. Except for the art of seduction. That is definitely her core trait.
Mm-hmm.
As far as writing goes. It's coming together. What do you think of the black?
I can't wait to see the colored pencil layered on top.
I think it works really well with these warm colors to have a black. It's almost like
It feels very Halloween.
oh, interesting. That's where your brain goes. I was thinking like lava and charcoal and flame.
Oh, yeah, that too. Well, we were talking about these all being flame fish earlier, so that makes sense.
Flame on.
I guess I just see orange and black, and it's very Halloween.
I mean, I'm not against that either. Halloween fish. This is Halloween. Glub, glub, glubby, glub.
That was my contribution. Alessandra got some new art supplies.
Ooh, what'd you get? Tell us all
some
about
mini
it.
canvas and watercolor cards to paint on, and some French color pencils and micro pens.
Awesome. That all sounds great. What are French colored pencils? Do they have a different quality to them than like a... I don't even know where my colored pencils come from. Where's Prismacolor based out of? Anthony. On the test. Something very satisfying about laying down black. I guess I've been doing it on the most recent pieces quite a bit, so I'm drawn to the dark.
How steady's your hand?
2.
On a level, or is it 2 TOO?
I don't know how to
it's
measure.
Like, it's too steady.
Too steady.
It's actually freaking me out that it's not like quivering at all.
Intensely steady. No, I don't know. How steady is your hand? How would you describe it?
I don't know. I feel like you're just laying down some of these lines on the edge of the fish in a way that makes it seem so controlled. And I don't know if I could color inside the lines as well as you.
Well, let's take a close-up look, okay?
Uh-oh. Secrets revealed.
What do you think? Are those steady?
Yeah, they look steady. There's some bits of white showing through, but you look like you've got nice consistency. Is it the gouache is easier to work with because it doesn't spread as much with as much water as is?
Oh yeah, it definitely doesn't spread like watercolor unless you have a ton of water in it. Oh, interesting. But what? I think, well, okay, so this brush is what I was about to talk about. It's got a really controlled tip. It's a round brush.
Uh-huh.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, right, as I was about to talk about it, on this little fin, you see the front fin of that guy?
Uh-huh.
There's like a tiny black line on the inside because one of the brush hairs like separated, and when it's you can go your own way. Go your own way.
Anthony Jackson has to head out. See you later.
Anthony Jackson, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Also, shout out to everybody in Replay Land, even if it's not March 1st where you are. Thanks for watching. There we go. Oh, whoops.
We have about 10 minutes left.
10 minutes? Okay, that's enough time. It's okay. We can do this. We can do this. almost there with the black, and then we can just do some quick colored pencil on top so that you guys can get the idea. Might not be completely finished on every fish, but we could do at least one.
Fin-fished.
So I'm thinking of making it glow with the blue because the blue shows up so nicely on top of the black. I'll show you that salamander again. That's a good example of what I'm thinking. But in case you guys hate that, tell me what other colors you think would look good as a glow effect on these guys.
He soon's headed out, feeling re-inspired to pick up digital art again.
Yay! I'm so glad. I hope that...
on this traditional art stream.
Well, hey, any art can inspire any art. Literally any of the time. So, I'm super glad that you're inspired. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thanks for sharing that, because it makes me feel really happy to know that we're doing something with these streams, because, I mean, I paint, and that's great, and I have fun doing it, but it's so much more important to inspire you guys. Like, that is the best outcome we could possibly hope for. So, thank you. Boom. This guy's got a lot of little bits, so it's slowing it down a little bit. You get that? You get that?
You got plenty of time.
Sometimes I also cut off the fins a bit, so if it looks super clean, it might just be because I cut in. I don't know, maybe I could do surgery.
That's a leap.
What? Don't you think it's kind of similar?
The scalpel kind of cuts off a little piece, and you're like, oh, interesting.
I covered it up. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm just saying, maybe I could.
Maybe play Operation first.
Oh my gosh, I want to. I have so many good memories with that. That was never a game that we owned, and so I always played it at a friend's house. Sometimes I think that's the way that games should be experienced.
At a friend's house?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because then you only have like these concentrated playtimes, and it doesn't become like a norm to have it around. It's like an extravagant other thing where it's like, oh, I don't have this at home. I better play it hard while I'm here. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you have anything like that?
Sega Genesis for a while was only at like a neighbor's house.
Heck yeah.
So that's where the majority of my memories of playing Aladdin on Sega Genesis are. The basement of my grandma's next door neighbor.
That's awesome. Did you play any Sonic?
That was at like a family friend's house where I ate the dog biscuits in the closet.
Oh yeah, Milkbone Anthony, her turns.
Yep, Milkbone Anthony. Not in the closet anymore. Still eating milk bones.
Proud, eating milk bones, thriving, moisturized in your lane. I love it. One really big experience that sticks out to me that was like that was we would go on vacation and rent these homes every summer for like a week, all of us together, and it was just absolutely wonderful. But when I was very young, and it was probably still the 90s, we went to one of the houses and they had duck hunt with the actual like laser gun. Oh,
Yeah.
that was eye-opening to me. I was like, holy heck, this is how could this exist? This is so immersive. This is so cool. And I never played it again. It was just that one place. And I loved it.
And it's still a
so
mystery.
much.
How does it exist?
How does it exist? I don't even know.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's one of those Mandela effects of like specifically just my childhood. Duck Hunt never actually existed. But yeah, it was so much fun that I think I asked my parents at least once to get that kind of game. It was never even entertained. It's fine. But now James has told me stories of renting video game consoles at like the video
I've done
store. I never got to.
Rented a GameCube and Pikmin.
Oh, nice. See, Pikmin is one that's a pretty long game though. So how long do you
I don't think I beat it.
For?
I think it was like a week to rent the console and the game or something.
Yeah. And you didn't finish it?
I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I think one, it was too hard for me, and two, I didn't have like an entire week to play it, I don't think.
Of course not. Yeah, you're a kid. Gotta go to school and stuff.
Unless it was during the summer.
Oh my gosh, if that was during the summer. Ugh.
But even then, I don't know. I feel like I was going outside and going on adventures in the junkyard and stuff.
The junkyard.
The junkyard and the
He's
train
a junkyard
tracks.
Kid.
You know, those
Slice of Anthony's
spots
childhood.
where you play as kids.
Normal. Yeah, I had like the trail and like the park, but junkyard.
What?
Yeah.
Boo.
You know where we live.
Where do you get all your scraps from then?
You had scraps?
For your experiments.
We would try to, what do you call it? Make forts and stuff out of the bramble. I tried to weave a grass roof for our fort one time.
Amazing.
It did not go well. Okay, so I was going to show you the salamander. So this guy is an example of blue.
Oh, yeah.
Blue colored
It is
pencil on
glowy.
top of the black.
That's nice.
Now, it could work nicely with the fish because the fish are much lighter than the salamander, so they'd have like a darker blue glow around them, but then they still have that poppiness of like being glowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd be more like these guys. Oh, and then also around these little blips, I did
Red or something?
orange.
Orange.
Can you see that at all? I can't really see.
Yeah, kind of.
Ugh. I wish I had better lighting. Sorry, guys. Well, actually, let me turn on this light. I don't know if that helped anything.
I think maybe it did.
But this is where the fish are right now.
No, it didn't. I don't think. Oh, whoa. There, they're glowing. Flash fish.
Oh, Joe says I have some glow-in-the-dark Elmer's glue. What the heck?
That could be cool. Goes on clear, glows in the dark.
That'd be crazy. I like it, though. Okay.
Did anybody have color suggestions, or are we going to go with Anna's blue? Because you asked a little bit earlier, right?
Indeed, yes. What do you think, Anthony?
I like the idea of the blue. It looked really good on the salamander. I also like the idea of it being an orange glow. Like, they're so orange that they're glowing orange. Because that would be a lot of orange. But it could look cool. Maybe they all have their own different types of glow.
Yeah, we could
Maybe
do
they
different glows.
Glow different colors for the different fish. Blue or lilac.
I don't have a lilac, sorry.
Do you just have blue and red?
I have orange, pink, blue. The purple and the green are probably too dark. Same with the brown. I could bust out my other pencils, but yeah, we can also...
Can you bring out like 5 pencils so we could see them and then choose from the 5, including the blue one that you wanted?
These guys are probably the ones that are light enough to be seen.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the pink. But I imagine it would be similar to the red. We could do a patch test as well. I'll make a little black patch over here.
Dark Hours is suggesting white, maybe? Or rainbow.
Oh yeah, we also have white. That's true. We tried that last stream and got a nice kind of soft glow-ish on our flowers.
Oh yeah.
The flowers kind of have a white haze around them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened with the red background. I haven't tried it on the black, I don't think. But we can wait for this test patch to dry and then just put some.
Go to
different colors on
town.
it. Yeah.
How big is your test patch?
DS big.
Oh, like an inch square.
Sure.
Pink. Perfect. So these are the 4 that we can, or 5, I suppose, if we include white. Is the white a colored pencil, or is it that ink thing that you used?
It's this
It's
Chinese white pencil Derwent drawing. And then we have, the white. This one I think would be used for some like either dots, sparkles, or some kind of like sparkly
highlight stuff.
Yeah, like highlights.
Awesome.
That kind of stuff.
Dark Hours is thinking maybe a layering opportunity with the black with the white on top and then the blue on top of the white to make it pop more.
What is happening? Sorry, that was a lot of words. Say it again.
Yeah. White with blue on top to make it pop more.
We can test that. I don't know if that would read as clearly as it seems like it would, just because of the way that the pencils layer. But we can try. I still got like little details on all these guys I want to do. The top guys have almost nothing. They're basically just the paint, and so I can still go over those off stream and just like add some more details.
Anna, in your palette right now, there's some green in that large square. It kind of looks like Sprigatito head silhouette.
Why is it so hard for you to say his name?
I don't combine those words very often.
Sprigatito.
Yeah, that. It kind of looks like that, don't you think?
Right here?
Yeah. If you turn it so that the tip is pointing up and the bottom.
Tell me which way. North, west.
How are you seeing this? Are you seeing it upside down?
Southwest.
No, it's just me seeing it upside down. North.
This is how you saw it? I don't know. Somewhere in here is a cat.
Do you see it?
No.
Oh,
but that's okay.
I see it.
Someday, maybe, I'll look back on this stream and be like, oh my gosh, he was right all along. Alright, you can dry now. I promise you can. Alright, let's look at these pencils on just white paper and see how they read, and then we'll do like little patch tests of it on black. White won't really show up, will it? I guess we could do it just for fun, see if we see anything. Nope. There you go. Patch test of them on white. And then we still have to wait for this. It definitely won't go on the same if it goes on wet. We've got crows in the meantime. Crow, fish, fish, crow, crow, fish, fish, crow.
Who's your favorite crow?
Oh gosh. Let us see. I think it's still the switchy guy. I love his shapes. What about you?
Is one of them fishing?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Where was the fishing one?
It's gonna be Sprigato all over. Sprigatito. Sprigatio.
Is it this guy?
Yeah.
He's just holding out his little flipper. Little wing. Being like, huh?
I thought I saw a line connecting it to that dot, and it looked like a fishing rod.
I could imagine that, yeah. I can see it. Alessandra says, oh, I love this one. Oh, I'm so glad. And Hassam is asking, is it possible to create a website like Pinterest? Not that I know of. Use Pinterest. That's what I think.
There you go. Asked and answered.
Oh, it's taking so long to dry. Okay, maybe we'll just try different ones on the thing. Let's try pink on this one. Bottom dude. Alright. And just do like firmer pressure towards the fish and then like fade off as I go away. Doesn't look like it's laying down super opaquely, but you can kind of see it.
Looks like it's just graying it out a little bit. Alessandra asks if you've used glow paints before.
I have not. Do you see anything?
It's very hard to tell. I'll take your word for it, being in person.
Oh, the white is much more impactful. Although it's not... It's like graying it out, basically. Do you see?
Yeah, it looks like chalk on a chalkboard or something.
Exactly. Is it focusing? Can't tell.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Let's try... Did you... Yeah, keep going.
Just keep going.
Orange.
This one fish. This is
He'll be the
tester
rainbow
fish.
example.
Yeah. It's going fairly well.
That's getting more of the glow quality, I think.
Slight.
Yeah. Do you want to try with...
What?
Was blue the last one?
Red and blue.
Red and blue.
We'll do red on the bottom. Ooh.
Where did you put the red?
On the bottom. So it's very faint, obviously. Can't really
Oh, the
see
orange
it.
is coming through more, I think.
Yeah, the red in person, you can see it as like a warming of the black, but it's not really changing the value. And then on the tail, we'll do the blue.
Ooh.
Tip of the tail.
Oh, yeah, the blue. Well, we know the blue works well because it looked really good on the salamander. Yeah, the blue and the orange. Maybe just both of those. Layer it in fun ways.
In fun ways.
Whatever you want.
I think I'd just do like one fish at a time with the colors. Like this one's glowing blue, this one's glowing orange, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly, but we can always change our minds. And one of the beautiful things about gouache is you can really like layer it over things. So say I hated everything about the glow, I could just go over it with black again.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe on one of the fish, instead of going all the way around, you could do the fins are glowing blue and the body's glowing orange.
That would be an interesting challenge. I'm not sure exactly if I could execute
It could be blunted.
If it could be what?
Blunted, where the fin meets the body. It's just like a dramatic switch to the other color.
I'm thinking, okay, so with the coelacanth, it would work better because the fins are off the body, but where the fins like overlap with the body, like this guy, like doing blue over this, I don't know if it would read as glow or just a different color.
Oh.
Know what I mean? It's reading as glow because it's over black.
Yeah. I wasn't imagining going inside of the fish on any of the glow. Just all around it.
Yeah, so that only works with certain types of fish or fins poking out. Alright, so I've gone over it with the blue. Now I've got a blue glow fish. It's much more apparent in person, I'd say, than on camera. But it's not crazy still, honestly. And then let's do this guy as orange. Oof, this is not showing up that well. Maybe I'll do what Joe said, or try at least, of the white and then the orange. Weird. Okay, so you can see at the front of the face, this is where I did the white, and then this is where it's just orange. Like orange,
I think the white helps.
White. It helps a little bit with the lightness, but it kind of mutes the color, which isn't the worst thing, I'm just saying. It kind of grays it a little bit. Beep, beep. But all in all, I think that this has been a successful page in the long, long book of art. No, I think in general, I would love to do more things like this, where it's a study page of some sort, and then at some point I would love to do a full-on illustration of fish and kind of incorporate the lessons that we've learned here.
40 years from now.
40 years from now. No, it'll be like 20.
Oh, okay. Flip-flopping around with that number like
Just
a
like
fish.
A fish. Exactly. That's a me. Fishio. And then you get the ASMR of being in an artist studio where you just hear pencils aggressively put down and picked up again and again and again and again. I want this color. No, this one.
Everyone loves this page.
Oh, I'm so glad. It's definitely rough still. I would like to tinker with it a lot more with all the colored pencils, maybe add some more definition with maybe like some pen around the eyes to get that like black effect or something like that. Maybe just the Tuscan red. Actually, I want to try that real quick. Here's our Tuscan red pencil.
Ooh.
Ooh. And then we get like a red pupil, but it's much darker than the other red. Yeah, I think that brings a nice contrast to its
Oh, it really
beautiful
does.
face.
Nice.
Yeah. So this has been Fish with Anna
Fish.
and Anthony. Thanks so much for joining. I'll also add some little bits of white for sure. It's so fun to do that with the black. And if you want to see the finished piece, I will post this on the Discord afterward. And if you want to see a detailed breakdown as well as like beauty shots of this, I'll post those to Patreon. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a joy to have Anthony back. Reading the chat again, it's seriously, I got so much more time to paint this time.
Oh, yeah.
So
Good.
much more. And thanks for hanging out, you guys. You've been a joy. Rynn, thank you so much for posting a bunch of those links. Shout out to the mods. We've got Kendall,
Thank you,
Joe,
mods.
Rynn, and Jake. Thank you so much for all that you do. Check out their links in the description, as well as Anthony's links somewhere. Yeah, you got your link tree. Awesome.
They're somewhere.
Somewhere. And until next time, I want you to wash your hands, get vaccinated, get boosted, wear a mask, be kind to yourself and to others. Remember that you are loved, and we'll be here again on Thursday, or should be. Anthony, is there anything you'd like to say? Okay.
Can you do that?
Okay, bye. Have a good day. Bye. And now, it's the after party. Hey, Anthony.
They're getting weaker.
The whole time. Oh my god.
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
How you do it? I can't do it. I just tried.
Put your hands together and then magic happens.
I think you have to have some moisture in there. So, like, make your hands sweaty. Maybe make a fist for a while. Joe says, "Oh, how we missed you."
They're not dripping with sweat.
Dripping. Oh, you nasty.
They're
Okay,
not
I'm
even
gonna try.
dewy. They're just soft, I guess. No, you have to. Can you see my hands? You have to like hold them together, clasp them to create an airtight chamber, and then the bottom of your palms has like a little opening.
I've done it before, Anthony. I'm doing it again.
There it is.
Oh my gosh. Well, this has been us. These are our hands, by the way. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what a section to do this where there's no video representation.
Really, there's no proof. Wow, it's really going now. Okay, so
you got some good ones.
have a good night, you guys. Bye.
Bye.